Hello, this is Leslie Lee, and welcome to Simply Tarot, where I give intuitive advice to empower your life. This is a reading for the fire signs for January 8th through the 14th of 2018. This is a general reading, so not everything will apply to everyone. Please look at your moon and rising sign videos for better clarity on this month. Also, the timestamps are in the description area below for your convenience. The fire signs are Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. We're going to start with Leo. Leo, you have the Page of Chalices or a Page of Cups and the Oracle card Imagine. Now this looks like a week of getting to learn something new, something fresh, something new, something different than you learned before, something you haven't known before. I do feel like for most of you, you're going to be using your imagination and your creativity to spice up something in a relationship. Also, to learn something new within relationships or within love. If you have a significant other, this may be a time where you will put your thinking cap on and come up with new things to do, new things to create, new things to explore in your relationship. If you are single and looking, this can be a time where you learn something new about someone who gets your interest, who sparks an interest in you. And I do feel like creativity is one of the forefronts of this relationship. I think being artistic, being creative, using your talents and your skills that were, God-given will be a way of connecting with someone else during this period. Also, if you are in school or if you are learning a new skill, especially if something for work or to enhance your business, so to speak, this is a good week for that as well. It's a good week to learn, and it's a good week to hold on to what you learned, to retain the information you receive when you go hands-on into something, and when you're building and creating and manifesting and whatever it is you're doing that is requiring a skill to use, I think it will be prosperous and successful for you. This is a good time to pair up with children, especially if your child is a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. This can be a time where you learn how to engage in your relationship with this child or to do something new that will bring a fresh, new atmosphere with you and this child. But I do feel like for the most of you and in general, this is a good time for learning. So with school, with work, with anything creative especially, it's a good time to hold on to some of that information you're receiving, and this can help you benefit in the long run. Whatever it is you're learning, whatever it is you're applying your skills to, whatever talents you're trying to flourish and grow and blossom, I do believe this will benefit you in the long run during this week. Moving on to Aries. Aries, you have the Four of Chalices and the Oracle card Mending. The Four of Chalices is also the Four of Cups in traditional tarot. I do see that for some of you there is a bit of resentment you may be holding on to, something that you're not able to let go or forgive that someone else has done to you, or someone put you in the middle of something where it's almost unforgivable. I do feel like for a lot of you, this is causing a sort of rift between you and another person in a relationship. This can be an ex. This can be an ex-friend, ex-lover, someone that you were once connected with, someone you once trust and confided in. I do feel like there may have been something that kind of let you down, something in here that let you down, and you're trying to find a way to move past it. Well, with the Oracle card Mending, I do feel like for many of you, this is a good week for getting back together with someone or kind of trying to mend a issue or a problem with someone, and it's a good time for apologies and forgiveness. And I speak of forgiveness a lot, and I understand how difficult that is. I do believe for myself, forgiveness is a lesson, a life lesson that I'm learning during this life, and it is a struggle. It's hard to forgive. I understand that, but this can be something that you're working on during this time. It's all for your benefit. Trust that everything that happens to you, for you this week, is all for your benefit. This is letting you know who's on your side and who's not. This is letting you know what your weaknesses are, what your strengths are. This is showing you where you need to build up some of that thick skin, some things you need to work on, especially in relationships. And This is kind of making you aware of yourself and where you are on the scale of forgiveness. Because for a lot of you, there is something that you're holding on to that you just maybe want to let go of it, but you can't, or you don't want to let go of it, and it's just kind of lingering around. I do feel for a lot of you, this thing that you're holding on isn't doing any good for you, so it's best if you do let it go. And for some of you, the way to let it go is to forgive. The way to let it go is to, approach this person and tell them that although you're not forgiving their actions, you are forgiving them and letting go of that energy so you can move on and both of you can become, better people and prosper and succeed in whatever endeavors you guys are after. But it does take a moment of patching up some old wounds, so to speak. For a lot of you, you may look at this as the beginning of a new year, the beginning of a new month, the fresh new start. So you would want to heal. So this is a good lesson on healing for this week. Moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have the 9 of Athames, or the 9 of Swords in traditional tarot, and the oracle card, the Tribe. Now, for a lot of you, you may be going through a situation where you feel like the people surrounding you are not supporting you. You may feel like the people that are in your close-knit circle are maybe even holding something against you or holding something back from you, like secrets or gossip or rumors, that sort of thing. There is a feeling that you feel like you're surrounded by people that you can't trust. Now, this isn't for all of you. This is very specific. But for those people who feel this way, I do feel like this is your chance to know who is on your side, who is true, who is genuine, and who is not. I think this is a moment for you to make some decisions because this is a new year, and this is a new year to start off something anew and start off fresh with a clean slate. So you want to make sure you know who has your back. And for those who don't have your back, it's a good time to kind of clear that slate, to clean it up, because you want the people around you to be true, be honest, be genuine with you, and to support you in your endeavors and in your successes and to help you continue to succeed. I do feel like there is some stress, there's some worry, there's some things that may be keeping you up at night. Maybe you did hear some news that you're not, proud of, that may, affect you emotionally. Maybe you do feel like there's a moment where you need to step back from the people surrounding you. If this is the case, take that time to heal, definitely. Take the time to heal, to get better, to tend to yourself emotionally before you make any moves. But know that in the end, you are going to find those people that do support you and that do have your back. This is all a journey for you during this period. This is a kind of a wake-up call. It's a way to open your eyes to what's truly around you, to the people who are truly around you, and to help you make decisions for your future and for a better future. So remember, take all this in stride because it's all a learning experience. Try not to take things too deep, too hard, because I do see that for a lot of you there, it can be a moment of stress or worry. But know in the end that this is all for your benefit and that whatever arises from this encounter will make you stronger and will get you back on that path to where you're supposed to be. So I want to thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes, for your comments, for your shares. Thank you for subscribing, definitely. I do enjoy communicating and engaging with you guys, so thank you so much for all your support. I'll have more of these videos for you soon, and I'll see you soon.